Hey, what's up guys, my name is Brett, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another Duel Links video. Today we have the monthly upcoming updates. We love hearing about the game and what's going to be coming out in the next month and a half. And honestly, I was a bit skeptical going into this month's updates because I thought that we might not get too much interesting things. And I think the events are what we expected, we've known from the leaks, most of what we're going to be getting. But some of the new cards we're going to be getting, as well as some of the new features actually coming to Duel Links outside of events, to me, are some of the bigger things. But regardless, these events are pretty cool. So let's get into it. Let's discuss these events. Let me know your thoughts on these events. Comment down below what you think of these updates, what you're looking forward to. Of course, we're going to have a ton of videos covering multiple topics from all these things. I've kind of got this nice big list of things I want to do for the channel for these events. So yeah, let's take a look at upcoming updates, starting off with, in early December, Tabletop RPG Monster World. So we knew this was coming. This is going to be the same event we had back in August. It was the one that got me through my jury service, basically. And you know, you rolled around a dice on a mat, and it was like a turn-based RPG. You attacked the monsters on screen, and then you got reward cards and gold and keys and stuff. So it was one of the more unique events Duel Links has had in a very long time, and I think people for the most part were a bit indifferent on it because it was a very slow event, and once you had used up all your stamina, unless you paid money, it took a long time to get back into it. And most people with these events like to just go through them at their own pace and breeze through them rather than being hard restricted by the game. So I hope they've actually taken that advice to heart and made some improvements. Not long till we find out early December, so that's right after the Jack event. So that's going to be really interesting when that comes out. And of course, a Magic Cowboy sounds right up my alley. That is Tristan. We know it's Tristan from the data mines. We know that, hey, that the date fits with when Tristan's going to be dropping, as well as the fact it is a line of Tristans from the manga. So really cool. We finally getting Tristan. We have some cool skills in the leaked. I'll have a video close to release talking about what we can expect from Tristan overall. So hopefully look forward to that. Next, we have D.D Tower Sacred Light Dimension. Now, this event is going to hopefully be really good because we haven't had a D.D Tower in a while, and it says climb the tower to obtain the new UR card Lightning Warrior. We'll talk about him in a minute. Test your skills at the new and improved D.D Tower. Aim for the top, knocking down any formidable enemy that stands in your way. So hopefully there's some cool improvements there. Like, it says that they've improved it. I don't know what else they can improve from that event because it was a pretty decent event overall. Like, you could easily go through all the tower if you wanted to. It was very easy to refill your health, to refill your life points, so you could go through even more. Maybe they've got some new rewards in there, so new type of rewards or something like that. Maybe they've increased the replayability because obviously once you've kind of completed the tower entirely, you have to force your way through it to make the DD invaders respawn to get the most out of going to the DD box. So hopefully they might have reinvented that. They might have done some cool things with that whole functionality. But Sacred Light Dimension is a pretty weird name because immediately when I heard this name I was like, oh shit, we're getting Ancient Sacred Wyvern, which would be pretty insane because I think that card's really good. But we're not. We're getting the UR card Lightning Warrior. So let's take a look at Lightning Warrior. So Lightning Warrior is a level 7 light, 2400 attack, 1200 defense warrior synchro. So immediate level 7, we're finally getting some decent level 7 synchros, which we've really needed. Like, we've got a ton of level 8s, level 6s, level 5s, but level 7 has been that area where Konami haven't really wanted to touch because it is so easy to go into that because most tuners are around level 3, like most generic good ones are like level 3, and obviously level 4 monsters are pretty easy to get out. So this is one of our first proper good level 7 synchros. This is actually Yusei's ace monster in the manga. He doesn't use Junk Warrior in the manga, he uses Lightning Warrior. So that's going to be really cool. I wonder if they're going to actually reference that in the DD Tower. Like, maybe they could bring in some kind of nice cutscene beforehand that, like, with Yusei, just like if Yusei going up the tower or something, that could be kind of cool, and getting his card stolen or something like that. Like, they could do some really cool lore-based things with these events that they don't do, which I wish they would do. That would just make the game feel a bit more cohesive and make these events all tie together in a nice way. But 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner monster, so it is generic, which is really nice. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict 300 points of damage to your opponent for every card in your opponent's hand. Immediately, this sounds really good. And I still quite like it. You know, doing burn damage is great, I've said we're going to get plenty of cards that are going to try and deal with burn damage as much as possible. But it's weird in Duel Links because unlike the TCG where the game is very prominent or is very heavily reliant on hand traps, which obviously stay in your hand, the Duel Links isn't. And when you go against someone on the ranked ladder, most of the time they're going to place monsters on the board and settle their back row, because back row in this game is the most important thing. So Lightning Warrior, whilst it might seem really good, well pretty good at least, on the offset, I don't think it's going to be that great for like a burn strategy with him being like the UAS monster to go to. Obviously level 7 Synchro is just really nice to have, but don't be too reliant on that 300 damage to your opponent effect. Obviously it might be nice to get, you know, 300, 600 points here and there, but don't go in expecting you're going to be doing 1200, 1500 points of damage every single turn when you draw a card, because your opponent will just set their back row and have multiple ways of dealing with Lightning Warrior. So a really cool card, but kind of constrained by the whole meta Duel Links currently has. So pretty cool. Definitely excited to see what the D.D Tower actually brings for us in. Then in mid-December, event exclusive Legendary Duels is coming to the gate. Esperoba will be coming to the gate, as well as the Cyber Energy Amplified skill for duelists who weren't able to obtain it. That's going to be coming as well. Now, here's the fun thing. We currently only have 2 Jinzo available to us. One from his starter deck, and we got one from another event. And that was one of those unlocks you get as you go up the tiers. So will Esper actually grant us the ability to farm from the gate for Jinzo? Because that could mean we'll be able to get Prismatic Jinzo, and then everyone that wasted their 900 gems on getting Prismatic Jinzos, I think Mario ZRG did, I don't know, they kind of wasted that. And that's a shame, but hopefully they do. I would quite like to get a 3rd Jinzo, and to run around with 3 Jinzos in a deck that just like completely trap bullshit dealing turbo. I don't know, just whatever deck you could think of with Jinzo in, try and make that a reality. So that'd be kind of cool. That's going to be one of those events that just like slides under the radar. They're not going to make too much fuss about it, and it's not going to take up any significant space in the event roster. Then we have, if I can actually move the thing properly, a new character is coming to the Duel Links in mid-December. A certain character will appear in Duel World GX. Feast your eyes on Dino Power. We finally have a new GX character, a new roaming GX character, so no unlocking here. After so long, Tyranno Hassleberry, the guy with Dino DNA, he got, you know, a dinosaur leg implanted into his, a dinosaur's bone implanted to his leg or whatever. He should bring some really fun cards to Duel Links, and I think dinos are one of those archetypes that haven't seen a lot of support in a very long time. So hopefully we get some cool things. Like, I don't think we're getting Ultimate Tyranno, I know he's on the thumbnail, but that'll be his unlock event, but I'm sure he'll use it, most likely. I know Ethan, What 007, wants Little D to come to the game so badly, so hopefully in his starter deck, which again we won't get to see until we unlock him. So, you know, there are a lot of, in the TCG, there are a lot of meta cards. Dinosaurs have a lot of very good history with having some meta changing cards. So hopefully we see some of those in Duel Links very, very soon. Then in late December, we have the return of Duelist Challenges. This is one of those events that I just don't like. I don't think it should be called an event. Like, it's literally a campaign, because when a new box comes out, you get duel quizzes, which are exactly the same as these Duelist Challenges. You literally get 2 more Duelist Challenges than you do duel quizzes for boxes. So I'm not too excited for this, especially after the last one was very... the reward cards were very lackluster, so hopefully, because it's Christmas, they'll do a Christmas themed thing, like maybe we'll get to go against some cool Christmas decks with snowmen and Santa Claus or something. I don't know, like they could do some really cool things. Being late December, will probably come out, honestly, like right after Christmas, I think, so they might just miss it. But if we're getting Hassleberry for over Christmas, that's going to be good anyway, so can't really ask much more on that. And finally, in late December, Duelist Chronicles GX, welcome to Duel Academy. This event is going to be insane. Like, depending on what the reward cards are going to be, this could be crazy. So, but GX version of Duelist Chronicles is finally coming. So yeah, Konami even knowing that it's been way too long. It's been literally a year and a bit since GX came out. So, good job finally getting in before the end of the year. by completing the event, you can obtain a special card. Ooh, special card. I'm hoping, and I think everyone is kind of hoping, that it's either one of two things. Either it's Cyber Dragon or Stratos. I mean, maybe I'm the only one hoping for Stratos, but I don't think it will be. But Cyber Dragon, after so long, you say special card, maybe it's just going to be something completely crap, but it might be like one of the Sacred Beasts or something. It might be like Uriah, and they'll kind of mimic the rollout of the Egyptian God cards, or maybe Hamon or something like that. Hamon will probably be better because you can use it with Crystal Beasts, but if it's like something crazy cool, then that's going to be really nice, and I hope it is on that kind of level of the hyping up a special card. And this is by complete, so that's going to be a one-off card in Duel Links, so maybe like, everyone in the chat, if you want Cyber Dragon, just tell me, like, you know, hopefully Konami will watch a video or two, maybe, probably not, and they'll be like, yeah, let's give them guys Cyber Dragon finally, that'd be kind of nice. But yeah, this event is going to be interesting for a lot of reasons. It could be pretty telling for the future of Duel Links, and I'm going to have a lot of videos on this event actually. There's a couple of topics I want to talk about for this event before it comes out. So I'm glad it's finally been confirmed for the end of December. And finally, here's some interesting things. So we haven't really had these updates planned in a very long time. So these are literally features and functionality for the game that are outside of events. So first of all, improvements to the banner feature. That's going to be the thing on the home screen where you can slide to see what current events are. I don't know how they're going to change that. Maybe going to make them a bit bigger, or maybe make them show more information or something, I don't know. Then there is the addition of the feature to generate a URL within the app so that players can access certain pages from external sites. Allows deck sharing, replay sharing, and room sharing. Replay sharing, to me, is the biggest thing, because that means that, you know, on the channel you can do videos where you guys send me replays and we like talk over them and whatever. I know Farf would probably love for Duel Links Table 500, so this would enable that. In a certain way, if it is how I'm kind of envisioning it, you know, you just get given a link and then you can open it and it will open up a replay and you can keep opening links to things in the app, so that'd be really cool. If that's how it works, just the ability to share replays without having to go on to, you know, record it with a screen recorder or have a capture card or whatever for your phone or whatever, like just these small things that, if Konami keep improving the game and keep adding them to the game and keep bringing them in as a, you know, at a good pace, will just make the quality of life of Duel Links much easier. I think the next thing they need is a nice rehaul of the UI and the menus, because it is kind of confusing and a bit boring to look at. It's not the best UI in the world. I think that'd be kind of nice for the next thing. But that is literally me done with my thoughts for these updates and events. Definitely looking forward to every single thing on this list, apart from Duelist Challenges. That's probably the one thing that I'm not too hyped for. Jack is coming on Monday, so hopefully that's going to be really fun. I might have a video out tomorrow, I might not, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to record one yet. But let me know your thoughts on these events as always in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. See you then.